Okay, we's back. We's back for our top 10. This is the fun part. We talk about all the cool stuff. In case you don't know already, I'm Shawn.
This is Drew.
And we are here at Comics Elite. We are doing our top 10. Top 10 for the week. We're super strict about our top 10. If you can only buy 10 books, this is what you should buy. We put a lot of thought into 9 through 1. Number 1 is us both telling you if you can only buy one book this week, you should buy this one comic. This is the one you should buy. If you can buy 3, these are the top 3 you should buy. Mine are based a ton more on speculation.
Yes.
First appearances. Sometimes I don't like putting books in my top 10, but because of my specness, ability,
spectator skills.
Because of that, I got to put them in there. How do you pick yours mostly?
Mostly on how did I have fun reading this? The verisimilitude.
Verisimilitude, which is believability.
Yes. Power word. The art. It just, did I come away with a reaction out of reading this?
Okay, so those are the differences in our top 10s. Now, a couple honorable mentions here. This is Star Wars Insider comes out this week.
Ahsoka on the cover.
Yeah, so if you look on the inside of this, I don't know if you guys can see this or not.
The table of contents.
Right there. So see those 3 covers over there, right here?
Yeah, the red, white, and green.
Yeah, so the green,
blue, white, and green. Sorry.
This cover is not even on the inside because this is the FOC cover, right? You could only get this if you ordered it through comic shops, ordered it through Diamond. So this is the more sought after cover. This isn't a comic; it's a magazine. If you want it, we will have it in our live sale. We sell them through our live sales on Facebook, facebook.com/Comics Elite. We go live daily, and they're selling new comics and old comics and signed comics and all kinds of comics. But anyway, you can pick this up there in the live sale if you'd like to. We have a couple store exclusives I want to show you guys. Nathan Zerdy Vampirella. Wow.
Yes. Wow. We will.
I don't show that too long. And then we have 2 other exclusives.
Man.
This is nice version, bloody version. 2 other store exclusives for Vampirella. Absolutely beautiful. These are only available right now in our Facebook live sale. You can't get these anywhere else except for our Facebook live sale.
Heard it here, people.
And the artist will be there to be signing them. And then we have a Department of Truth exclusive cover we did. I'm going to talk about how much I love Department of Truth. This is an exclusive we have. Also, I think this sold out on our website, though. Pretty sure we're sold out of that. And that Nathan Zerdy Vampirella is also sold out. So if you got a copy, thank you very much and congratulations. Same with Department of Truth. We sell out of stuff all the time. Make sure you go to our website, comicselitecomics.com, sign up for our newsletter, and also download the app, Google Play or the App Store. All the links are below in the words, description stuff down there. Okay, let's talk about our top 10 comics. Number 10, are we ready, sir?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I've got
comics,
every Vampirella cover this week, including the store exclusives.
Holy Jeeble Beebles.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll show them up there.
These are all. You want to grab 2? I'll grab 2.
Sure.
There we go. These are all fantastic. This one that's got a Frazetta look to it. I think it's Mastrazo did this one. And this one back here, it's Rasputin as an astronaut on the moon with Vampirella. It's just like I'm in heaven right now. These are fantastic. And the ones you have, like Shannon Mayer and Lucio Perillo. This was the first week where every Vampirella cover was a knockout. It just
knockout.
Absolutely.
They are pretty good.
Including the store exclusives you just showed off.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
That's 6 right there.
All right. Number 10, Weapon of a Jedi. This is a comic based on a book. A bad guy shows up in here. It's kind of cool. I did enjoy the dialogue. He gets his ass kicked.
Luke or the guy?
The guy.
Okay.
But it's the first time he's shown up in the comics. You never freaking know. I hate to recommend this because this really was probably a meh, but I gotta had to do it in the top 10. It's a $6 cover price. You get a lot of story for $6. But anyway, that's my number 10 because there's a new baddie in it. Okay. All right. Number 9. Numero 9.
Girls of Dimension 13.
Oh man, I'm so happy you got that in there.
Yes.
I'll go first. Pretty easy. Phantom Ranger, first appearance. I don't read Power Rangers, guys. I'm just not a Power Rangers guy. Frank Gogol, super cool guy. I don't read. He's a writer. I just don't read Power Rangers. But this is a key first appearance of a Phantom Ranger. The story seemed pretty good.
Yeah, it's a fun issue. I'm just like, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I'm lost. I don't know what's happening. So anyway, okay, Dimension 13 girls, what's up?
Once again, this issue was a lot of fun. This series has been a lot of fun.
Agreed.
I love this damn dog in this comic.
Yeah,
I love this guy.
It's probably one of the most badass dogs.
Yes, and I just want a standalone issue of him playing poker with the other mysticists. They talk about. Yeah. The girls are going through other dimensions trying to survive, and our pup is trying to survive as well, a fight with the villain's pet demon.
Yes.
And, great cliffhanger. Can't wait to see where it goes next. This is a recommend. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it would have been, I agree with you. It would have been in my top 10. I just didn't have room. Didn't have room. Okay, next. I knew that was going to be a good title, too. Yes. That Girls Dimension 13.
Number 8, Red Room, number 2.
All right, so I had to put Dr. Afra Dirge. He shows up in the comics. Now, he's been in the comics before, but now this is canon. So it's his first time in canon. He's a pretty badass character. I had an action figure of him when the Clone Wars came out. So anyway, it's enough of a key. I feel like I need to recommend it to you. If he shows up in a Mandalorian issue or episode, you're gonna want this. Just go pick it up, man. It's $3, right? Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
Red Room number 2.
It's $4. Sorry.
Oh, $4. He's not a liar. It's 4.
Not a liar.
So I was prepared not to read issue 2 because issue 1 really, really made me feel like I needed like 10 showers after reading it. It's hostile, Videodrome, all that dark, snuff. Dark web crap.
I didn't read number 1. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel like reading number 1 and 2 today, so I didn't. To be fair, I didn't review it at all.
So the cover is good. The interior art, as always, is top notch, creepy, beautiful, disgusting, and disturbing by Ed Piskor. He is an amazing artist. So we kind of see a day in the life of the room, how it works, how they get their people, get their quote unquote contestants, if you will. And we see the doctor who works on these people trying to get them ready to get tortured and beat up.
Oh,
and just what he's sacrificed or what he's given up to be working for the room to make the money he is to help support his family.
So your skip-its, you had 2 books, your skip-its because it made you really sad. This seems like it had an emotional impact on you, but it still made it in your top 10.
Yes, it will.
So what's the difference?
Yes, the difference in this is
help your fans understand.
It helps them understand because I had a hard time conveying issue 1 as well. I really love indie art. I really love artists like Tim Vigil. I love artists like Ed Piskor.
And this is black and white, correct?
It's a black and white indie comic. I love indie comics.
But it's a very detailed.
Yes.
This is the kind of book where you want. I have looked through it.
Yes.
You don't want it to be colored because it takes away from the amazing pencil work.
Absolutely. I love Ed Piskor's pencils. I love his artwork, and I love that dark, edgy indie art. And it is fantastic. It is gory. It's beautiful. Cool. It really reaches to that dark side of damn it, he got me. And it's like, because I love Tim Vigil is one of my guys, and he's as detailed as him.
Yeah, and Tim Vigil, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of his mentors, and it's a shocking recommend. It's got a heart toward the end of it. It really shows you it's like why this doctor's doing what he's doing, and it's like, all right, you got me.
I will read it. I got to read 1 and 2, so I got to catch up because I'm very curious about that series.
It's not for kids at all.
It's a thick book. It's a thick, heavy book.
Well, not just that. The art in this, it gets disturbing at the end. What is cut up? Like I said, Tim Vigil. That should be descriptive enough. What happens?
Yeah, it's pretty dark. Okay, let's do the next one. What are we up to?
8. Barbaric, number 1.
Spawn. Guys, just look at this cover. I mean, this is it was pretty good, right? The issue was pretty good. I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed the other Spawn that just Spawn Universe.
Yes, this was much better.
I enjoyed this way more than Spawn Universe. Mm-hmm. This is the kind of Spawn I want to read. I mean, he's a badass. Mm-hmm. The first part of the story was great.
Yes.
Very, very, very good. The second part wasn't as good, but still very solid. Cygor, you see what happens to him after Spawn Universe. We get those characters introduced in Spawn Universe, continue on, and an old character shows up again, talking to Spawn, which is pretty cool. And just this cover. I thought it was the first appearance on the last page, but the character that shows up already showed up. I believe it was Spawn 270. So it's good to see these old characters coming back around being used again.
Yeah.
So I just loved it. And this art is ridiculous.
Yes.
Oh, so good. Tell me why this wasn't your number one.
This was going to be my number one. Going in, I was all prepared. I'm like,
Barbaric.
Nothing's going to beat Barbaric number one.
Barbaric number one.
So I love this. And then I became really let down by it over halfway through, because
wow,
I noticed.
Tell me more,
I know
sir.
some things in this. The writer really invoked a lot of like modern day gender politics into this halfway through, and it really took me out of the story.
In the beginning, trickle-down economics.
Yeah, it's like
that instantly turned me off.
Yes,
and I was like, please. Don't take this amazing concept of a dude with a possessed talking axe that can only do good. One of the most evilest dudes in the world can only do good things.
And an axe that gets drunk off blood. It's like and ruin it with these modern day politics and topics. So it's like I said, it's still good, but it had those little things in there. It's like I kind of feeling uneasy at where issue 2 is going to go.
Yeah, but please keep the politics out of it.
Please keep that crap out of here.
Dude writing this.
Yeah, it was
Morrissey. Sorry.
Yeah.
Morrissey.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I get it. I get it. You feel a certain way. It's a burning desire inside of you. Open a Twitter account. Don't put it into the comics, man, because it's ruined such a great thing. Like, I was almost when I first read it, I was like, really? Now we're going to debate trickle-down economics in a gladiator arena
in the Middle Ages, the barbaric age, with demons. It's like, really?
But anyway, this is way up there on my list. Okay. I loved it too. Yeah,
but it's still good. Just look past those things.
It was enough for me to overlook it.
Okay,
a lesser comic I could not have overlooked. Some of that.
Like I said, still in my top 10. Still a good read. Oh, are we moving on to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Oh.
Yes. Parasomnia.
Boo. Department of Truth. So here's funny is you had this as a skip. It's in my top. I had that as a skip. It's in your top.
Yep.
Department of Truth. I loved it. You have to be involved in this, right? It's not a quick read. Invest mental energy into reading this. You know what I mean when I say that, guys. Some comics you can just skip through. Some comics you're like, you turn a page, you're like, oh, it's a half a page of words. Ugh. Like, remember when you were reading The Watchmen for this first time and you get to the end and you get those 3 pages of just typed words. You're like, ugh, I want to look at pictures, right? I don't read comics to read. I got to read. I don't want to, someone actually said that to me. I don't want a comic I have to read. And I was like, did you just say that? Anyway, it's so good. There's an enormous twist halfway through the story that changes your entire perspective of what you just read and what you're going to continue to read. It's brilliant. James Tynion is a brilliant storyteller, literally a modern master of telling story. And this is a perfect example, in my opinion, of blending the written word, the pictures, completely using the comic medium. It's fantastic. This is, I don't want to sound too corny. To me, this is like almost the pinnacle of the series so far. This has been my favorite issue of Department of Truth, and it just keeps getting better and better. This is so good. I'm so glad we did a store exclusive for it. Anyway, loved it. Talk about this.
Terrific comic. Yeah, this terrific new ongoing series, hopefully. This variant by Andrea Sorrentino is damn good.
Which is what you have
Parasomnia.
Parasomnia.
Yes. So there's 2
by Colin Bunn.
By Colin Bunn, yes. Yep. And Andrea Muddy on the interior art does Bunny Mask and Maniac in New York.
Yep.
And in my opinion, it fits the story well.
See, I disagree with you on this one, bro. I thought it was perfect on the other 2. Okay. It just, God, I just felt like a disconnect in this one for some reason.
Okay. To me, his art really displays that fantasy world aspect of this, and we do get a fantasy world aspect in this.
See, that's probably it. You probably just summed it up for me because I felt like it fit really good with a horror world of Bunny Mask and Maniac of New York. This did have more of a fantasy dream state type feel to it.
Yes.
And I just didn't get that feel from his art from that.
Okay.
So you figured out why I didn't like it.
There we go.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. So we got one modern day story going on, and then we have a revolutionary era type fantasy story going on. In the real world, a family is distraught over a child in the hospital, while in the fantasy world, a nameless stranger badass is hunting for his son. So these children are linked together.
Somehow.
Yes. It's very interesting to me. It's badass. And you really have to go back and read through it again. I had fun rereading this and going through the art and just seeing that people getting their heads cut off by Andrea Muddy's art. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the guy from way back when, the swordsman, is pretty cool. That's probably why you like this one, because you like Zorro and swords people and stuff.
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, maybe. It could be a factor. I do love the story in this.
Your sword fetish is showing, Drew.
Uh-oh.
Be careful.
Don't want to let it show.
Okay. Next, what are we on?
5. Daredevil 31.
Black Knight. So, man, what do I say about this book? I didn't really like the last issue. It was losing me. And this one brought it all back. The bad guys are really bad.
The backstory with Merlin, that was fantastic.
Finally explained stuff that I wish they would have brought that more to the forefront, right?
Yes.
Like, to me, this feels like a comic adaptation of a movie. Like, this story arc could be the Black Knight movie. It's so good. They establish who he is in the Marvel Universe. In the first issue, he meets the Avengers. He's kind of you hated the way they portrayed him as kind of a bumbling, down on his luck doofus.
Because that's completely against his character for the last 60 plus years.
And it's like they totally reinvented the character, which I can totally get as annoying, but I wasn't as connected to the character as you were. So it didn't really bug me so much. And this story, just the bad guy, he wins. He's winning.
Yes. And
he forges a new artifact in the Marvel Universe, which I think could be very significant. As of right now, the Black Sword and the Black Chalice and the Black Shield, they don't exist anymore. They're gone. This is huge because the Black Knight has been ruled by the Black Sword.
Yeah, the Ebony Blade.
The Ebony Blade. I'm sorry, the Ebony Blade. I keep calling it the Black Sword. It is a Black Sword, technically.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
The Ebony Sword. I was sorry. It was the Ebony Sword, and the Ebony Chalice, and the Ebony Shield, and the Ebony, jockstrap, whatever else they have that's ebony back in those days. It's really good. I really liked it. I really, really liked it. And I'm excited to see. I already kind of know what happens in the next issue because I read the solicitation. You can read it too. Go on previews and read it. The girl who's dead, surprise, shock, dead, not dead. Yeah. She's going to come up to prominence and something's going to happen in the next issue with her also. So we'll see. But I really liked it. I dug it. I thought it was really cool. And it totally redeemed itself from its terribleness. So talk about Daredevil, sir.
Daredevil 31. I love this issue, and I love this cover here by Marco Cicchetto. The interior art by Hawthorne is good, but it's not Marco Cicchetto level of awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It's solid interiors. I agree.
So this issue was just nothing but straight up ass kicking. I mean, Daredevil kicking ass in prison, Electric kicking ass in the streets, Kingpin kicking ass in the police station, and a certain coming back and straight up murdering
somebody with circles on his head, maybe
just straight up murdering like a psycho.
And I love that he's a psycho, and they drew him they wrote him as a psycho.
Yeah, and his dialogue in it, it's like, what the
it's terrifying.
Yes,
he's scary.
I cannot recommend this enough.
I can't wait to read the next one. I'm very excited about this story arc in Daredevil.
Absolutely,
very excited about it.
Yes.
Again, it was in my mez, but I just couldn't fit it in my top 10 because of all the damn keys this week. Okay, number 4. I got Shang-Chi.
I got Spawn 319.
So you got that's the 1 in 5 variant, actually.
Oh, it's the 1 in 5? Okay,
yeah,
it's Matina black and white.
Matina black and white.
Yes.
Okay, so Shang-Chi. I never in a million years thought I would enjoy a Shang-Chi comic. I never thought I would give a crap about Shang-Chi. I never thought I would have a Shang-Chi in my top 10 ever. So first off, it's a key, brand new villain. She is pretty badass. I laughed out loud twice in this comic, and I probably smiled the entire time. It's serious with a fun. The dialogue is fun. There's a serious event happening with tons of villains in it. Captain America shows up and is very Captain America-ish, and the good guys don't win in the end, which I also love because the world's not full of roses and sunshines and rainbows. I love this issue. The key factor, put it right there solid in the top 10. And I chose the Momoko cover because I'm actually liking these Momoko covers that she does. The detail in the background and the colors, I feel are used very well in this. And I think this is a solid Momoko cover. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of her stuff, but I'm liking these bust headshot things she's doing with the background and space. Yeah, the profile she's doing, they're pretty solid. So Shang-Chi, it's a must pick up for me, guys. It's up here my number 4 because of the key factor, and it's a very enjoyable story. Go for it, sir. Spawn
319, the Matino 1 in 5 variant.
Yes, sir.
I love this cover. It is fantastic.
It's pretty yummy.
Is that his new signature now? The matte down?
It must be, yeah. I've never seen that.
So the interior art in this, dare I say, besides Spawn 300, 301 in Spawn Universe, is probably one of the best illustrated Spawn issues in years.
It was really good, yeah.
It was damn good. And Spawn looks just effing badass in this.
He looks scary again.
Yes, he does. Again, like in the wine cellar with the guy, I'm like,
yeah.
The way he's drawn, I'm like, that's Spawn right there. That is how it should be drawn.
And Todd's writing the description, the way he was describing. There's a scene where Spawn's just standing there.
Yes.
And he's describing what's happening to him in his cape. And you're just like, wow, this is great.
Spawn is just busting ass in this. He's trying to uncover files and records that heaven and hell have been hiding in like loyal agents, for the upcoming war. Yeah, and I didn't see it going the way it does, and the return of another past character. This issue is action packed. That's a lot of fun.
That splash page at the end with that character. That's a big OS moment where you're going, oh crap, look at that! Like awesome.
And if it's the same artist doing the next one, and those two are throwing down, take my money now. Absolutely,
yeah. Carlo looks like
okay. Fantastic. Bravo, sir.
Okay, number 3.
Catwoman 2021.
Well, we'll keep in the theme of cats. I have Black Cat, Infinite. What are they calling this? Infinite Destinies. Okay, so I'll start. Pepsi Cola Man shows up in this. I call him Pepsi Cola, the dude with the Pepsi Cola logo on his chest. So this is a huge key again. So I had to write them all down. First appearance. So team appearances aren't a thing. No one cares, right? I don't know who this dude, the General, is. I couldn't find him anywhere on the internet. I've never heard of him before. No, It's not General Ross. It's not the General for insurance selling.
General Motors.
Auntie. So like auntie, like your great aunt, and then ante for a poker game. So it's like Auntie. Gunner 2. Gunner was a robot, but this is the second version of Gunner, I guess. Mr. Enigma, no, not the Riddler. I couldn't find this person anywhere. And then the bad guy, Mongadal, couldn't find this person anywhere either. So it's a huge fight. It's Black Cat gets her costume all tore up. Hey, I'm not going to complain about that.
Nope.
I did enjoy the art. The lettering in this was really good. I can't believe I'm going to mention that. But the lettering, it's not your typical comic font. It was a different font this person used. And, shame on me for not giving him credit. I'm going to look it up, actually. I'll open this up. It's super good. The fight scenes are well drawn. They're well choreographed. My only complaint, let's see, letterer, Ferran Delgado. Yeah, I love it. So anyway, my only complaint is that we're supposed to find out. So Infinity Stones are now humans. So the Infinity Stones are manifesting as people, right? We don't find out who is the new, every one of these Infinite Destinies. We're finding out who is an Infinity Stone. We don't find out. It's the same. We don't know who has, there's not an Infinity Stone in this one. Okay. I thought that was going to happen, but it didn't happen. So maybe I missed it. Maybe I'm an idiot. I didn't see it anywhere. I looked through it twice. No Infinity Stones anywhere. Anyway, Pepsi Cola Man shows up, kicks everyone's ass. It's a great big key. Lots of first appearances. Talk about this beautiful Catwoman book, please, sir.
Catwoman Annual number 2021. Both covers are great, but Liam Sharp just barely edges out Kyle Haas's mane. I love it.
Yeah, this Liam Sharp is just...
Yeah, I'm a sucker for Azrael Batman armor, but Liam's cover is just damn gorgeous.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, I agree. It was a tough choice.
Yeah. So in this issue, we see the journey of Jean Paul Valley's dad, and he's been summoned back to the Order of Saint Dumas in the mountains. And there's a mole in the order, and he's been ordered. It's burn the force down, kill everyone. It's like, oh, shit.
Mhm.
So, but not everything goes according to plan.
Nope.
Someone may escape. I'm going to leave it at that. Don't want to spoil it. This was a flipping roller coaster.
The art's beautiful
Kyle
inside too.
Hotz.
Yes.
Kyle Hotz. Yes.
Kyle Hotz drew the whole.
Most of it. Yeah.
Most of it.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell what he drew because he's so unique.
Yes.
And it's fantastic.
Yes.
It's just so good. I love this issue too. I wish it was in my mez because I didn't have room for it in my top 10 because of all the keys.
And we find out who the guy is. We find out who this guy is. You know, who's been working with Cobblepot.
Yeah, his origin. So origin story basically. Mm-hmm. Okay, 2 more. Number 2 is
Avengers Mech Strike. Number 4.
Barbaric. So aside, I got past. We already talked about this a little bit. We got past the politicizing. The story is fantastic. It's gory. It's violent. The dude is straight up just killing and drinking and sex and killing and drinking and sex. And now all of a sudden, all he can do is good things. And I love that twist. It's fantastic. Yeah. The art is amazing. The axe is hilarious.
Yes.
I want a t-shirt of that axe. I'm a fan of this talking axe. It's perfectly designed. I love everything about this issue. I cannot wait to read issue 2. Issue 1, second print, and issue 2 is on FOC this week. We're going to have it on the website. Anyway, I loved it. 100% loved it. The variant's like a Conan homage. Comic Kingdom of Canada has a beautiful variant of this.
Arguably the best one.
It's super good.
Yeah.
Go check out his website. Anyway, loved it. It's my number 2. Go for it. Mech Strike.
Avengers Mech Strike number 4. I love this Ron Lim homage cover for the Infinity Gauntlet. He worked on it, some of those issues.
Yeah.
So why not? Why not get Ron Lim?
That's him.
So the interior art, Carlos Magno in this. This is arguably, in my opinion, the best interior art this week, and is arguably one of the best. He's one of the best illustrators at Marvel right now.
Yeah, that's definitely an arguably.
And the Avengers essentially make a deal with the devil being Thanos, to take down King the Conqueror. And doesn't all go according to plan. So one thing I'm confused about is a little segue. I don't get Jed MacKay as a writer. I don't get him because on every other comic I read, he's arguably right above terrible.
Okay.
This one, he's like a flipping genius. This is brilliant. This comic. I don't get it.
I just wonder how many times. So Stephanie Phillips, I complain about her Wonder Woman because it's terrible, but I love Nuclear Family. Yeah. I wonder how much editorial or the direction they're given by the comic companies affect the stories they write. Again, they'll never admit it.
No,
I don't know, but
all I got to say, Jed MacKay, he is spot on with this. The dialogue, the fight scenes, the interactions, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I highly recommend this.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one, number 1 pick.
Number 1. Beta Ray Bill, number 4.
So I agree with this pick. I loved it. Talk about it, please, and I'll finish up.
Scuttlebutt is ensnared by some sort of octopus thing in this under the lava lake, and they're forced to relive all the memories via the records room.
Yeah.
And
very emotional moments.
Yeah, it's very emotional. And when you see what he's had to go through and what he's lost, it really pulls at that heartstring for you, you know. And the ending to this, holy shit balls.
Oh, man.
I loved it.
Ending.
Cannot wait for the next issue.
That splash page art on the ending.
Yeah. All the pages. Once again, Daniel Warren Johnson, his art in this is fantastic.
Super good.
Yes. I cannot recommend this enough.
This is the defining Beta Ray Bill story.
Absolutely.
Of all time so far.
And you have a lot of the artist editions, artifact editions. There needs to be one of this.
Oh, man. That'd be great. Just to see the pencil work of this.
Absolutely.
Remember, Beta Ray Bill is a Corbinite. They just have smooth faces, and he was distorted and made look like this horse thing.
Yeah.
And he doesn't sit well with him. It messes him up. In issue 1, he's trying to bang Lady Sif, and he can't because he can't change back. And she's like, I'm not doing you looking like this, right? Can you clean it up a little bit for me? And anyway.
So won't help.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk. I love this too. Agree with you. Great pick for a number 1. So Captain America. All right, I picked this cover, Aaron Fisher. Guys, we cannot deny the key ability of this issue, right? So, Captain America, as always, what makes Captain America great, I love when he's written, and Drew didn't like this. I do like this. I like when he's constantly questioning his faith, I guess, in the country, because we're not perfect by far. There's many, many, many flaws in our system, especially our political system. There's just a lot of flaws with America. I was in the Marine Corps for 24 years. I dedicated my life to serving this country. I love this country, American through and through, but we have to do self-analysis. He does that in the beginning, right? He's doing some self-analysis. Sam Wilson shows up in here. They have to go. This guy shows, not to spoil it, but this guy shows up out of nowhere and kicks Captain America's ass and takes his shield. And Captain America calls Sam, hey, whoa, this guy has my shield. In the quest to find their shield, they run into this kid, right? He's a loner. He's a vagrant. He's hangs out with like the rail people and trains and stuff. And he's dressed like Captain America. And they're like, what are you doing, kid? Why are you dressed like Captain America? Like confronting him. And he's like,
and he wonders why he gets shot. It's like, really, Captain Obvious?
He's like, well, why do you dress like Captain America? And he's like, you fight for everybody, and I want to fight for everybody too. And to me, that just sums it up like perfectly. He fights for everybody. Of course he does. America's supposed to represent everybody. He fights for everybody. And just the fact, you know what? I don't care if he's a gay kid. It doesn't matter. None of that's ever bothered me. I don't care.
No.
But he's inspired by Captain America, and he's Aaron Fisher, and he's fantastic. And I liked his character. The kid's got guts. He's got a lot of heart, and I really enjoyed this issue. I really did. I was very skeptical coming into it. I'm always skeptical because I feel like I get skeptical of writers pushing certain characters on us because they're trying to further some kind of personal agenda that they have, and they're not writing comics just for making fun, enjoyable, inspiring characters that we can see the good and bad of ourselves reflected in. We would try to emulate. I could see many, many kids in America trying to emulate this kid.
I hope not.
So why?
There's nothing to emulate about this kid. He's an idiot. He's a moron.
What makes you say that?
He gets shot for he's wearing a Captain America mask. He gets shot at, and he's wondering, why would they take a shot at me? Why the do you think they're taking a shot at you? You're dressed up like Captain America.
Okay. He did wonder that. Yes.
Yes, he did. He says it out loud.
He's like, hey, well, he's like, why would they try to shoot at me?
It's like, why do you?
Because
Captain Obvious. Why? It's just no. This kid is an idiot.
He sees Captain America as being a symbol of hope, and where he would inspire people.
Okay, great.
He goes, what the who's that? No idea. She almost killed me. He's like, you're right. She went right for you. He's like, why the hell? I'm just some kid on a train. And then he says, no, Aaron, you're Captain America. He's like, not really, though.
Well, look, it's like, this kid is an idiot. Yes.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just a kid dressed as Captain America on a train. He's like, no, but you're trying to represent Captain America. And he's like, yeah, but it's not some super team. Some people just don't know who we are one another.
Excuses. He is a dumb kid. He's a moron.
Kid, he's naive.
There's nothing to emulate about this kid at all, in my opinion.
So he tries to help people.
If you want to emulate a moron, then that is the person to emulate.
He tries to help people, and he steps up and tries to fight all these bad guys off. I think that's a very honorable trait, that you try to fight bad guys off. Absolutely. He tries to stick up for people. I think he should totally stick up for people.
Not for me at all.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
Yes.
All right. So that's number one for us. Lots of awesome stuff this week. So many keys. There's so many keys. Now, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment your like number, and comment, what do you think? What do you think about our top picks? We had a lot of disagreements this week.
Yeah.
Right? So what do you think about our disagreements? Right? Now, you can win all of these. You got to comment your like number, and same for the other video. Go watch the other video. It's going to be linked at the end of this. Go watch the other video, and you can win all of these as well. You're going to win in the other video. I don't give my Skip-Its or Mez away, but I'm going to give away the Department of Truth variant. I'm going to give away this set of Vampirellas for the Skip-It video. So you got to go back and watch it, because I didn't say this in the Skip-It video. I'm going to give away a Zerdy Vampirella. Okay? I don't want to show this too long because there's Bazoomas on there, and algorithms get us for that. So anyway, that's been the video for the week, guys. Very divisive, controversial week, right? There, man, they're just comics there for fun, right? So thanks for watching. You know what to do. Buy what you like, collect what you want.
Don't listen to the haters.
Don't listen to the haters, and we'll see you